What's up everybody, welcome back to another drawing tutorial. So Dragon Ball today, we got Goku Super Saiyan 4. The form of Super Saiyan that has probably been cast aside now with Dragon Ball Super. So it's a shame because I actually like the look of it. I thought it was one of the cooler looking Super Saiyan forms. Who knows, maybe they'll bring it back in Super at some point. That'd be good. So I've got, so it's kind of like a half body one. He's got sort of his hand, if you've seen the thumbnail, you know what it looks like anyway. So we're going to start just above halfway. There's halfway in my page, right in the middle with the frown line at the center of Goku's face. So that characteristic Dragon Ball frown. So it's just like a W, just here. Like so. Right in the middle. And then from there, his eyebrows come. So we could have, they could touch the W or you could draw another line. But they just come this direction. Curving that way. It's like a tick. And it kind of bends back at the end. Curving down. Just there. And then this squares off diagonally. Just there. And then we bring it back around and down. Into there. And it's always skinnier on this end. And you can do another eyebrow over this side. So it goes down there. And then it goes diagonal up this direction. Same again, except on this side we're not going to go quite as far because he's got hair covering it. You could draw the same on both sides and not draw in the hair, but it's up to you. You could rub it out with pencil afterwards if you wanted, but we're just going to go this way because this is like a hair spike, and then we're going to just bring this down towards there. As usual guys, if I go too fast, hit your pause button, and I would recommend a pencil first and ink after. So, Dragon Ball eyes, we have those box-like eyes just here. And then comes across like so. So we're going diagonal down and across like that. And then a smaller line straight back up to that side there. Of course he's got red around these eyes, but it's kind of hard to draw it in with a black marker. It's just like if you were colouring, it would be red around here. So we have an iris, so we have a half circle because his eyebrow is covering the top half because he's frowning, and then his pupil, half circle coloured in black, just in there. We'll go over and do the other eye. So this one comes right down from the edge of the eyebrow, because this bit is covered with hair on this side. So this comes down diagonally, comes across again, and then back up into there. Then we have an iris, which is a half circle, in there, and then a pupil. Boom. I'll add in that hair spike just so you can see what I'm talking about. It's like a really long one, comes down to about there, spikes back up here. Right, so it's like a hair spike coming right down along here. So he's got those cheek marks, lines that come across his cheek. So just one or two lines just here. And over here as well, like so. And then his nose, right close to the frown line up here. So it's just an L first, like so. And then it's got that diamond shadow. So it comes out like this, comes back underneath, and then back to the edge, just there. So all the proportions on Dragon Ball characters are like squished up really close together. So his mouth is right under there. You just draw a line across. And he's real serious, so he's got down-turned mouth on both sides. So it goes down like so, down like so. And then we just have a line for his chin, just here. He's got some frown lines up here. So a couple in the middle, a couple going off this way. Like so. And then his chin, just down here. So the distance between his mouth and his chin is much greater than that between his mouth and his nose. So it's like odd proportions, but still it makes sense because he's a Dragon Ball character. So then the chin comes up to his jaw, right up to here, just across from his mouth. Like so. And then this one comes up to here. So you change direction, you just bring it up that way. And that goes up underneath that hair. So he's another piece of hair coming across here. So just a hair spike right in here. And then this is going to keep coming up and around into his hairline, just here. And then this comes up for the next spike that comes down to there. Right, so we can just see his ear just in underneath this spike, so it comes up this way. And there's like another piece of hair just coming off this way. And then we can see some bones and ligaments in here. And some bones and ligaments. Sorry, we can see the other ear over here. Coming up into there. And then we can see some bones and ligaments inside. Like so. So the ears line up with the nose when a person's looking straight on. That's the level of your ears. Right, so his hair. So real big, real long black hair spikes. Right, so from his ear here, we're going to do the first one coming down like so. This comes down all the way across his chest, and then this comes back around up to there. So we have this, we'll finish this spike, so we'll go over here and go up and around. And this comes up real long and into the center of his head. So we have another spike on this side coming down here. This is on his chest as well, so these are real big, really big hair. And it just comes up here and it touches his neckline just there. I went a bit far with that one. So now we've loads of spikes coming up all around his head. So let's go. So we have one spiking out here. Comes up into there. Next one. Spiking down there. Spiking up here. Next one comes up this way. And then goes back. This direction. And then when you get to about here, it changes direction, it goes that way. And it actually goes in and touches that spike. So then there's a smaller one just here. meets another spike that goes nearly directly up. So it's going to go like so. And then this comes down and touches the top of this spike. So it's going to go down like so. Our next spike, the biggest one right in the middle, it's like a shark fin. So it goes up, goes back real long. It's about there. And then it's going to come down like so. Next one, up here, comes down like so. Next one, coming down his head now. And then smaller one. Smaller ones as we go down. Like so. And the last one goes down behind his shoulder, so we can't see that spike down there. So it just finishes with a line like that. And there's actually one more in here I missed. So he's got like grey or silver edges to all his hair. So I'm just going to draw in those lines now. So all you're doing is you're giving an edge. You're following the edge of these spikes, and you might add a spike or two inside, like so. So it's like this is silver, and then in there is black. So we have another one in here. Like so. Coming around this side. And then there's an edge to all these. And we just keep going. We just keep doing that now. Every now and then there might be some like hatching lines coming up that silver. Excuse me. Okay, so his neck and his shoulders. So we did one side of his neck already. The other side is just under the hair here. So we're going to do his chest muscle first, right? So we'll go across this way, dips down here, and then bumps across for the other chest muscle just across here. And then we have neck muscles inside here. So one there, two diagonals going that way. We have just maybe a line for his Adam's apple or some hatching, and then another neck muscle line just there. So, right, so trapezius, we can just see a line of it here, and then a big circle line, a big round line anyway, for his shoulder muscles, just here. And the thing about his arms and some of his torso is they're kind of hairy every now and then, so you might have some hair on that line. But you could add that after if you wanted, and there might be some hair sticking off every now and then. But I'll add those after. So that's one shoulder. The other shoulder is over here. So just adding some hairlines here. And then curving down like so. So real big. So the inside of those red fur sections meets his chest muscles. So coming across from where we drew his chest. So imagine it goes under the hair and then comes out this side, just there. And then we have a hairy section and then comes down this way. So this is the side of his chest muscle, just there. So then the bottom of his chest comes back in. So we're going to bring it down and around like so. And then this is going to come across the top of his abs. So it's going to come across like so. Going this way. And then we have a line straight up the middle. Doesn't go all the way, and there's a little line on top. And then this side of the chest comes down. It's in a similar way. They don't have to look exactly the same. Just getting the general shape. Like so. And then this comes up on this side and goes underneath his hair there. And then we might have some lines just to show some of his muscle fibers. So like really skinny, not skinny, I mean muscly guys with zero fat. So you can like nearly see the fibers of their muscles. So, right, so we'll finish this arm because this arm, he's got a fist closed coming up the front of his body. So we'll do this arm first, and then we'll do his fist, and then we'll try and join it all up together. So this is shoulder, and then we bring this out to a tricep. So tricep sort of sticks out a little bit on these guys. And then, so shoulder, sticky out tricep. That's the scientific term, sticky out. And then his forearm comes out from there, and you might have some hair on it just there. So the inside of his arm goes underneath his oblique muscles. So it's kind of like behind his torso. So we're going to have a line for that here. Kind of a hairy line. Just like so. And then his bicep and forearm on this side come down here. So we're going to go into here. And then the forearm, just across from this, comes down like that. So kind of think about like the muscles of the arm, kind of like a chain, like links that are linked together. So you have like the first link, well the first link is the shoulder, comes into here. And then the second link, tricep, bicep, and then forearm all the way down to the wrist. So the other line for the bicep comes across here and then comes back up around, like so. And it joins the shoulder then, so it curves around into the chest. Then he's got another muscle, a deltoid, so that's the rear, or probably the middle deltoid, and this is the front, anterior, posterior, median. Is there three? I don't know. So this curves around. I can't remember the muscle, the names of the muscles. This curves around here. We'll just bring the tricep up and to join that. And then you can add some sort of hairlines. So there's just like little lines like this. Just adding a little bit of texture. Coming off. So not a lot. Something like that anyway. And there might be some coming off here as well. Okay, so his fist is right here. So, how to do a closed fist. It's kind of like a square with loads of bumps on it. So, so the bumps are going diagonal. So his knuckles, his closed knuckles, go across here. So we'll do that first. So we go across like so. That's the little finger. Then we go up and then across again. So that's his ring finger. So you're going up like a stairs. This one goes up again and goes across. And then these two are on the same level, so you kind of just do a little dip and then bring it across like so. Now each of these has a finger attached to it, so we're going to bring this one down, like so. And then this line down like so as well. Then you keep going, like this. And then this one like so. And then the little finger comes down like this. So then we've knuckles. So we've the little finger knuckle coming down there. Ring finger knuckle just in here. Middle finger knuckle just joined to that there. This has another line on the other side of it. Index finger knuckle just here. And then a line on the other side. And then on the tops you have some wrinkle lines, skin fold lines just here. So this is going to come down towards his wrist, just there. When we meet his wrist, it's going to curve around. So we're going to, because he's got a wristband on, so we're going to go around like so the whole way up to there. When we get to here, we're going to start the thumb. So we're going to change direction. We're not going to go this way. We're going to go that way. We're going to go up to here. Back into there, and then this thumb wraps around the front of his index finger, so it's going to go up and around like that, and then we have a curve at the end just there, and then there's like skin lines. You might see his thumbnail just here a little bit, another fold line on the skin just there, another one there. And of course he's furry. The fur comes onto his hands, so you just add the original furry Goku. So adding fur across here. And right, so now we'll join this fist up to this arm. So let's see, so right, so like we did over here, we're going to do tricep, which goes to his elbow. So your tricep is connected to your elbow. So that means this tricep comes down, pointy out tricep. And it's bent up, so it's not as, it doesn't go the whole way like this one. This arm bends up this way. So we have an extra sort of line just here to represent kind of a clenched muscle. So it comes down to there. So And then the elbow sticks out down here. So we're going to bring it out and around like this. And okay, so we have the elbow, and then we need his wristband. So we got to draw that in. So we're going to do his wristband. So just wrap it around here. And then this side coming up under to there, like so. And then his elbow's down here, so that means his forearm, if I'm correct, will go this way. Just goes down right to the bottom of my page. It probably goes off the page, and then it's going to just come back in, so close to the bottom, and up to the elbow just there. And now, so that's the bottom of the forearm. So the top of his forearm is just up here. So we have, so it's like it's all bent up. It's foreshortened. It's the art term. So that means like it's shorter than what it would be if it was stretched out real long. So if I turn my hand that way, it kind of appears like it's getting shorter. So we have a line coming down here. Some hatching just at the end. And then we have a bulge for a forearm muscle. So just like up here. And this comes down like so. And then we have another bend in his arm with a muscle just here. And this comes up towards the tricep in there. And then just a line across his elbow, just there. And there might be some hair sticking off as well. In various places. And then his bicep just comes up to his chest up here. Kind of like on this side, except it's in the front now. His arm is forward of his body. So we have a bicep line there. And the other bicep line is just here. And you could add some hatching along here. And then we have his forward shoulder muscle, deltoid, just up here. And another one just in here, the middle deltoid. I think your shoulder has 3 muscles. Probably is more than 3, but 3 main ones. Could be wrong, not sure. Right, so his abs. So he's got some fur around the bottom abs, but the top ones are just skin. So we'll draw those in. So we have a curved line here, coming down around, coming up, maybe a fur line here, coming up, and then it goes sort of behind his hand, goes back out the other side, and then goes underneath his thumb, and then we can see it just there. And then we have ab lines inside. So one there, coming across like so, coming across here, and another ab line on top, and maybe some hatching or muscle lines just here. And then it comes down to a blue sort of belt he's got on. So it's like bumping down around here, and then it comes all the way across to his hand, like so, and then it bumps all the way down here. So this is like his waist. And it has 4 lines and stuff coming across it because it's like wrapped a few times around his body. Like so. You do this any old way you want. And just some fur lines just here coming up from his waist. And I think that's everything. Yeah, Goku. Super Saiyan 4. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video.